Minnesota Vikings take the practice field in pads for the first time today, Monday, August 17th. Just getting it on. We have the reworked Vikings offensive line depth chart heading into the first pad of practice this week. And there are some signals that this could be the starting five of the Vikings offensive line going forward. So left to right, you got Riley Reiff working at left tackle. You got Dakota Dozier as well as AC, Aviante Collins rotating at left guard with the ones. You got Garrett Bradbury at center, of course. You got Pat Elflein switching to right guard, which is actually his more natural position, a position that he had a lot of comfort with at Ohio State. Makes a lot of sense, as well as Brian O'Neill over at that right tackle spot. Then also second team. So you got Rashad Hill converting over to left tackle. Now, he initially was working at right tackle when Oli Udoh was out with COVID-19. And then Blake Brandell was working as second team left tackle. He's restricted now to the third team, although the team really likes him. Ezra Cleveland bumped up to working second team left guard. Now, the move with Elflein to right guard actually could be an opportunity for Ezra Cleveland, who's getting a lot of reps with the second and third team at left guard. And if that actually works out, and all the concerns that we have with him, like can he play with leverage, what about his anchor, if those prove to be unfounded and he's ready to rock and roll, maybe eventually he takes over that left guard spot from Dozier or Collins. Second team center, Brett Jones, of course, the utility offensive lineman from Canada. Right guard, second team Drew Samia. He is sprinkled in some left guard work as well. And then also second and third team right tackle Oli Udoh coming off that COVID reserve list. He's ready to crush worlds. I love me some Oli Udoh. And then rounding it out, third team center and right guard, Lucina, as well as Kyle Big Hinton still working things out. Now, Brady Aiello was formerly on this list. He was third-team right tackle, the UDFA out of Oregon. They recently let him go in a roster move, bringing back running back Tony Brooks-James. But overall, I feel pretty good about this group. I do. I think that Oli Udoh and Drew Samia are starting to pick up some traction as second-year players. I'm not overly in love with Dakota Dozier potentially starting. I am intrigued by Aviante Collins, the former UDFA out of TCU. Just hasn't really gotten it together. A lot of injuries have precluded his development, but he is intriguing, certainly. And if the Vikings do see him as a guard, he had worked primarily as a tackle throughout his time with the Vikings, that certainly, it could work out. I do like that the Vikings are trying things. Both Kubiak and Dennison aren't afraid to switch things up. But also, as Kubiak has said, as well as Zimmer said, once they determine what their starting five is going to be, they're going to work that for a while. Throughout camp, 4 weeks remaining before September 13th, week 1, US Bank Stadium. You want these guys to get as many reps as possible together. And we'll see what the early returns are in the beginning of the season. Now, I hope that the Vikings won't be afraid if something is not working out, whether it be Elflein at right guard, whether it be Dozier or Collins, whoever wins the starting job, that they won't be afraid to pull the plug. They won't be afraid to plug in an Ezra Cleveland at left guard. They won't be afraid to plug in Drew Samia at right guard, or maybe even Oli Udoh in one of the spots, or hell, even Brett Jones. Brett Jones just never seems to get the time of day. So overall, the Vikings offensive line going into free agency, going into the draft this year, I was hopeful, and if you told me that this is what was going to shake out, you would get a second-round offensive lineman in Ezra Cleveland that you have hopes that he could be the future left tackle, as well as maybe he gets on the field early on as a starting guard, I would sign up for that. As well as sixth-round pick Blake Brandell could be your future swing tackle, potentially maybe even a starter if Ezra Cleveland really takes off at guard, as well as Kyle Big Hinton. He's my guy. He's my man. I hope you understand. So, barring landing one of the big 5 first-round offensive linemen, this is honestly probably the best that we could hope for. So, fingers crossed. Maybe even Elflein moving to his more natural right guard spot could salvage his career, and we'll get things going. But keep hope alive. It all starts and ends with the Vikings offensive line. It's going to determine so many things this year on the Vikings offense, and frankly, the team, because as that defense maybe struggles to get going early on, team's going to have to score some points. They want to be a run-first team, got to run the ball, got to protect Kirk Cousins, got to set up play action, got to do all those things, and it all starts out up front. But your thoughts? New Vikings updated offensive line depth chart. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol production value.